Hi, hello. This is Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. We are doing my end of month recap. Sorry it is so late, but shit happens. I finished a book. I got a new one in amongst traveling to New York and coming to take care of my mom for her surgery. So we are where we are. I don't even have a script for this. Usually I have notes. I have no notes, but we are going to go through my reads for March. Okay, the first one is Faye Kellerman's The Ritual Bath. I found this interesting. The mystery was cool. The pacing was really nice. They were very slow burn. They worked well together. Part of me, I'm not really a fan of like heavily religious stories, so I gave this one a 4. I did understand why it was the way it was. Obviously, it takes place in a Jewish community, so I liked that. I even liked that the end where we found out that he was also born Jewish but adopted, so it makes the romance a little bit more possible. Anyways, book 2 was A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 3 in the Agatar series. I had mixed feelings on this one, guys. The ending was cheesy. The dad suddenly becoming a good guy and dying so that we feel bad about it. I didn't really feel bad about him dying because he wasn't a great dad through the whole story, so I didn't give a shit. It wasn't a big sacrifice at the end. I don't think anybody was really sacrificed at the end that was really important, so again, cheesy. Also, the battle took way too long. I was get on with it already, kill some people or don't, but let's move it. I did like the redemption from Tamlin. I liked his character at the end. The coming back to life. I mean, we all knew that it was going to happen, so I didn't feel a whole lot of tension in this book. Yeah, I think I gave it a 3.75. It was entertaining enough, but I find this to be true about most Sarah J. Maas books, anyways. Book 3 was Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I loved the tension, the great character setup. We had that bad behavior from her bestie that we knew something was going to happen because she wouldn't tell anybody she broke up with her boyfriend and now want you guys to sleep together, but it's only sex, right? Like, sex can't be the only thing that keeps a relationship together. And I mean, it certainly can break a relationship apart, let me tell you. But I really liked how she came through at the ending. And there was a moment at the end where she's like, "This is my best friend's fiance," instead of "This is my ex-boyfriend," which is a really nice moment. I really like Ali Hazelwood's books. They deal with a lot of internal emotional shit that most people don't comment on or get into in romance novels. So I liked it. It was good. I loved the two of them together. Book 4 was Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales by Heather Fawcett. Oh, I gave Deep End a 5, by the way. This book was good research aspects. The death kind of irked me a little bit. I know it was in the middle of the book, so we knew it was going to be undone, but I don't know. Again, a little bit cheesy, a little bit overdone. I know everything's been done before, but I did like how she portrayed it, though. I was just like, at the moment, going, he's gonna come back, so I'm not feeling bad. I'm not crying or anything over it. I mean, I probably squirted out a tear, to be honest, but it didn't hit me. Anyways, it did come through at the end. I will continue reading. I did enjoy it. I gave it a 4.25. It just wasn't as good as the first 2 books. So, book 5 is The Pumpkin Spice Café by Laurie Gilmore. And there was not enough at stake for both of the characters. Maybe it was too predictable. I didn't really find myself enjoying it all that much, especially since like the man character is like my favorite kind of man character. I didn't feel anything about either of these characters. I was honestly in the last 50 minutes of it, and I'm like, is it stupid to DNF this at this point? And I finished it because it was pretty stupid to DNF it at that point. I gave it a 3. It was okay. It didn't do anything special. I'm not sure why everybody's raving about it, but I was told that it's the worst of the series and book 2 gets better, so I may give book 2 a try. We will see. So my next 2 books are 2 books in a series that I was trying to finish out, and that's Imprudence and Competence by Gal Carriger. The first one, Imprudence, is book 2 in the series. It was interesting new problems for Prue. Yay for her and LeFou. I really loved the relationship. I loved how she kept underestimating him because I didn't know that he was in love with her until the end, and that's why he kept like pulling away when she's like, "I know this isn't serious because you're not a serious dude about this stuff," and he couldn't speak up for some reason about it because I think if he did, she would have been like, "Oh," a lot sooner, but she got to that point, so I'm happy about that. In Competence, which is book 3. And the POV changes were odd between the siblings, but both storylines were really cool. Plus, the fat sucking vampires, oh my god, bringing them to LA. I mean, that's perfect for them because people are so obsessed with being skinny that they would make they'd be perfectly fed. They don't fit in up in the north where fat is needed to survive. So I thought that was perfect for the end of that. And also the pregnancy reveal and a lot of the LGBTQ rep in here was pretty interesting. I was honestly surprised by some of the relationship things that happened in it, but you know, that is what it is. I really want the brother to get a romance, and I don't know if that happens in book 4. If I can ever get my hands on it, we will see. We will see. I love Gal Character. Both of them, I think I gave 4.5 stars. Pretty good, pretty consistent with the series. The first one was a 4.5 as well. Book 8 was Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. This was my read-along book, and I knew it was going to get worse before it got better. And that cliffhanger, oh my god, chef's kiss, yes. I know a lot of people are kind of, they either love it or they weren't really into it. I loved it. I knew what to expect. I knew what was going to happen throughout. I mean, I didn't know the details, but I knew how the story was going to go. This is a book 3 in a 5-book series? Like, I mean, come on. I just love Xaden. Oh my god, I love them both. I love Whelan and Xaden. They are perfect together. I loved all the little things that we found out about the family, the secrets being kept, the almost death of the sibling, and then the actual death of a friend. Like, some of it, I got really, really mad with Violet. I like wanted to tear those chance people apart, the luck people. I'm not gonna thank you for killing my friend, okay? It's not, I will slaughter fucking everybody. I will. And so I got her feelings for that. I understand why she didn't, but I wanted to with her. So I had the feelings. I had all the feels for this. 5 stars, which is amazing because I have a lot of 5 stars this month. Because number 9 is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. And as you can see in my little notes, amaze. Because, oh my god, the alien contact in this was the best part. I loved the alien. Oh my god, Rocky was amazing. And the jazz hands. Grace was great too, and that ending made me so happy. There was like real growth in this character. I loved how we went back and forth, and we realized all of these things about our main character that he didn't know. Like, he realized it too because he had amnesia. And I cannot recommend this book enough. Like, for real. I'm trying to read more sci-fi, and this was the perfect book to get me into more sci-fi. So yes, 5 stars. Absolutely recommend. Where are we at? What is this? 10? Book 10. Thank You for Listening by Julia Whelan. This was a sweet story, and the twists were really good. I kind of predicted the one, to be honest with you, about who the dude was. The non-breakup ending was also good. I know a lot of people complain about romance having that third act breakup, which honestly is almost a hard rule about romance novels. Like, that is in the structure of a romance novel when you break it down. They almost broke up, though. I feel like they had some serious fights and things to work through, which gave us the same beat. And anyway, the ending was good. I thought this was a great representation romance, and I loved that she is actually an audiobook narrator who wrote this, so she had that insight that was really nice. 5 stars, would recommend. Next is Karin Slaughter's Coptown. This is one of her standalones, but it's kind of in the same universe as her Bull Trent and her Grant County series, which I read the first Bull Trent. I'm trying to start from the beginning, which is why I had this one. Also one of my 25 before 2025s. It was dark, tense, real. I mean, fucking intense. A great mystery, a great author. Every time I read Karin Slaughter, I'm reminded of how gruesome she can write. And if you can't handle gruesome, I wouldn't recommend her. She's like my limit. I love gruesome stuff. Like, I used to read horror almost exclusively when I was younger. And she's not horror, she's thriller, but she like is on the cusp of horror. And just, it was good. It was good. I always love Karin Slaughter. Absolutely 5 stars. So the next one is Her One Mistake by Heidi Parks. And this was If You Like This and You Like This. I DNF'd it at 28 pages, 23 minutes in. It's not bad writing. Not a bad story from what I could tell, but the kids. Like, I'm not anti-kid in general, but when I should have known because there's so much focus on the kids and the setup before the kid gets kidnapped, and I just didn't think I could do it, to be honest with you. It's just not for me, so I DNF'd it. So this, I think, is going to be a soft DNF. I'm not really sure if I'm going to go back to it or not, but I can't really say anything about the writing. So, yes. Alright, and my last book is A Court that's Cruel and Lovely by Stacia Stark. I really loved the main female character in this. She was strong, she was willing to fight for herself, she really wanted to fight for everybody else. I enjoyed her so much. And oh my god, the fucking twist at the end of that. Kind of predicted it, but you know. Alright, but I gave it a 4 stars. I'm totally going to continue on with the series. I have the next one of the book on my hold, like immediately after I finish this book. So, good series to start. I'm very happy with it. Alright, on to my stats. I read 13 books this month. That is 5,295 pages, and that is 7 days, 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 58 seconds of reading time, or 170 hours if you want to do that hour wise. Now I read at 1.75 speed, so take that how you will. I did start a physical book this month, but I didn't finish it. I'm only halfway through it, so yeah, no physical books, no ebooks. All of my books were audiobooks this month, which I'm an audio girly. It makes a lot of sense to me. All right. So my actual stats, my best book of the month was a Project Hail Mary, Andy Weir. Like, seriously, would highly, highly, highly recommend. I tried to recommend it to my dad, but my dad said no to sci-fi, but my mom might read it, so I'm really happy about that. And my worst book of the month was, you guessed it, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. Yep, it was my lowest rated, other than my DNF. So my genres this month were really evenly spaced. As you can see, I read 4 fantasy, 3 sci-fi, 3 romance, and 3 thrillers. I really like the chart on this one. It looks nice and cute. And then my star ratings. I have, as I said before, I have 5 stars. I have 5 4 stars. 2 3 stars, and 1 DNF. So that also looks really good. I found a lot of great reads this month. And now I'm going to pull up my book pixels, which is just a fun artsy thing for me to do because I don't get to do a lot of artsy things because all of my work in my jobs is writing or book related. So that is what that is. I don't get a lot of time to do anything else. But while I'm filling this in, I would love to hear what you read this month, what your favorite book this month was. What book would you highly recommend in general, or to me specifically based on my reading taste that you saw this month? I honestly really love my planner system. I've been doing this for 3 years. It took me a little while to figure out what I wanted, but like those pages where I keep my each individual book stack, where I put the pages and the minutes and the rating and my little notes, I really like to look back and see what I thought initially about a book, and if time has changed that, or if I don't remember a book, I have that to go back and reference to. That's what I like to use it for, but it can be used for anything, and I do have those up on Etsy if anybody's interested in printing their own book journal. It's versatile. You can do it in disc planner, you can do it in a binder planner, you can do it however you want, but I really like how this works out for me. And I know I've been told before I plan very uniquely in here, but that is what that is. Anyways, it's me being a dork. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you made it to the end, I would love a little book emoji in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.